A significant part of my career has got spent in project execution, a topic which I feel is very less understood by a lot of organizations and individuals. They think that what I've seen is a common thinking that if resources have been provided, as in the terms of finance and capital budgets have been approved, then kind of give the order to vendors and then projects are done. Well, in my experience on working with over 6 projects, from some of which greenfield, some of which are brownfield, I've seen that this is a very uh, simple explanation, and if this is the way one looks at projects, it's sure to fail. Fundamental way to look at it is that projects are defined and designed by companies so that they can achieve their growth targets, a new plant or a new factory or a new power station or a new steel manufacturing facility or a rolling facility, anything. To do this, to achieve this growth, there has to be certain investment which has to be made. Now, that's where the capital is called off, and that's the kind of investment. And to get the returns on that investment, it's important to get the projects managed well. Now, what does someone mean by managed well? It's not only about execution of the project timely. If the project is not executed on time, there is tremendous amount of capital pressure on the company, and a poorly executed project can actually cause the company to go through a lot of financial trouble. So what is this? So if done badly, so what is this project execution all about? Project execution is the ability of people to fundamentally plan, identify the critical success factors, be it technology, be it the equipment, be it the construction, be it the finance, whatever, the critical success factors. Understand the lead times very well. What it means is that if I place the order of the equipment today, by when will it be delivered to me? And then when it is getting delivered to me, how do I go ahead and pursue this? Understand the lead times. When you have understood the lead times, then you have got a what we call as monitoring plan in place. A project manager then figures out the various risks. I have heard of things like flood water coming into a project site and therefore the site getting delayed. The question is that why didn't the manager then identify this risk and take adequate precautions? And having done that, relentless focus on execution of the project. Understand that during execution, it's not necessarily that the plan and the critical factors and the lead times remain the same. It might be that some of the critical equipments which were supposed to be made are coming on time, but the required facility to put them on site has not come. So while the critical elements and the critical equipments might be there, if the smaller things are not in place, that whole project doesn't work. So a badly managed project would definitely impact the IRR, internal rate of return. Now look at the consequence of a badly managed project. IRR goes down, internal rate of return IRR gets affected, and after IRR gets affected, what you see is the company has to raise more capital to fund the project. Now if the company has to raise more capital, maybe the cost of capital has gone up and the whole project becomes much more expensive and perhaps not feasible. On the other hand, a project which is well executed and done in a timely manner frees up a lot of cash for the company. I have heard of a project done by Samsung when it constructed a fab manufacturing facility, Something which happens in 2 years, those engineers did it in 6 months. Now that is what is efficiency. In such a case, you actually end up making a lot of money through this project itself. Fantastic project execution. Few of the checkpoints in project execution is never ever compromise on quality. Never ever compromise on quality. Second, one of the important things is that never compromise on what I call as review and monitoring of the project. And ensure that when the review and monitoring is being done, don't only focus on the goody things. Focus on what is stopping the project from getting executed on time, and how can you remove the roadblocks. So a project execution needs a tremendous amount of leadership, not only from the top management of the level, from the project manager, and a lot of ability of the person to conceptualize, plan, identify the critical success factors, lead times, monitoring the plans, identify the risk, take care that the risks are mitigated adequately, and relentless execution. As I've said earlier, a badly executed project can be actually a huge cost for an execution of an organization, not only because the cost of the project goes up, but also because of the delay in the delivery of the critical output, and the growth plans of the organizations can be jeopardized. Give your right resources, good resources towards execution of projects.